전쟁나면 나라를 위해서 싸우실 의향이 아직
아, 군대 갔다 왔죠? 맞아요? 육군?
탱크를 운전할 수 있는 사람을 찾아볼 수 있어요.
찾지 않을까요?
혹시 자주포 운영하셨나요? 자주포 운영하셨나요? 종로에 오면 무조건 될 거라는 댓글을 달아주신 분 좀 나타나 주세요, 제발.
안녕하세요. 저는 이스라엘에서 온 빅토리아라고 합니다. 한국에서 6개월 됐어요. 한국에 올해 5월에 왔는데 내년 5월까지 공부할 계획입니다. 저는 작년에 4월에 전역했습니다. 남자들이 3년 동안 가고 여자들이 2년만 하고 있어요. 뭔가 스트레스가 많이 받았으니까 좀 심적으로 좀 어려웠어요. 진짜. 그거 우리 판이었어요. 자고 겨울이니까 플리즈 있잖아요. 일주일에 한 번씩 사격 훈련했어요. 이런 것에서 그냥 준이랑 안 잡고 보는 거예요. 프로텍트 하는 거예요. 몇 코드 있는데 한 명씩 이렇게 그렇게 가깝지 않은데 뭔가 그 베이즈 있잖아요. 그래서 이렇게 몇 개 있어요. 그런 거.
총도 지금 한 40년 됐지만 지금도 우리 M16 총주면
사람마다 다르지만 아마 30명 되면 안 될 것 같아요.
위험한데 우리는 우리나라를 지키기 위해서 그 북한 아들 쳐들어오면 우리 몸을 바쳐서라도 전투 세대를 준비할 수 있도록 우리는 방어하는 거예요.
전에 이야기를 많이 들었어요. 되게 있다고 말하고 싶긴 한데 근데 안 될 것 같아요. 아마 가족들을 위해서 그런 거 할 수 있는데 나라 안 돼서 잘 모르겠어요. 그런 사람들이 많지 않아요. 너무 멋있어요.
MC6 썼어요? 아니면 K2 썼어요?
네, 저도 썼어요.
네.
M16?
네네.
네, 이렇게 한 손을 들고 여기 어깨에서 이렇게 들고 두 번 확인하고 이렇게 하고 안정. 한 시간? 여전히 할 수 있는 느낌이 들어가지고 네. 한국 남자들 믿습니다.
준성. 안녕하세요. 저는 이스라엘에서 온 여군 출신 빅토리아라고 합니다. 오늘은 홍대에서 30분 안에 탱크를 운전할 수 있는 사람을 찾아볼게요. 가보시죠. 뭔가 촬영은 재미있을 것 같아요. 홍대에서 티네이저라서 운전할 수 있는 분 찾을 수 있을까? 오늘 날씨가 좀 춥긴 한데 그래도 뭔가 분위기 좋아요. 지금은 뭔가 사람이 많지 않지만 30분 안에 최대한 사람을 찾아볼게요. 현재 시간은 4시 반이에요. 탱크를 운전할 수 있는 사람 혹시 탱크를 운전할 수 있어요? 어떤 역할을 하셨어요?
저 포수 말고 저 탄약수요. 저는 저기 30기갑 출신이었는데 원래 운전병이었는데 이제
네.
사람이 모자라니까 그냥 탱크 타서 탄약 그러니까 탄을 정전하는 역할만 좀 해줬습니다. 제 생각에는 그냥 30분 아니라 15분이어도 될 것 같아요.
15분?
근처에 기갑 부대가 있기 때문에 가능할 것 같아요.
네, 감사합니다. 죄송한데 우리 지금 촬영을 하고 있는데요. 혹시 탱크를 운전할 수 있어요?
저 아직 군대를 안 갔어요.
고생. 안녕하세요. 우리 지금 촬영을 하고 있는데요. 죄송한데 우리 촬영을 하고 있는데요. 혹시 뭔가 대답하고 싶은 사람 별로 없네요. 뭔가 촬영이 재미있을 것 같아요. 저 실례합니다. 혹시 질문 물어봐도 될까요?
네.
네, 혹시 탱크를 운전할 수 있어요?
네.
K9 나왔어요.
네.
이게 뭐야?
탱크를 운전할 수 있는 사람을 찾아볼 수 있어요.
찾지 않을까요? 쏘는 건 가능한데 움직이지를 못할 거야. 구하기가 힘들 거야.
앞으로 두 명 더 찾아보겠습니다. 사람이 지금 별로 없는데 아마 저녁에 좀더 많이 될 것 같아요. 오늘 금요일 현대인데 뭔가 사람이 전혀 없어요. 저 실례합니다. 혹시 질문을 물어봐도 될까요?
공군입니다.
여러분 벌써 5시인데 아쉽게도 30분 안에 탱크를 운전할 수 있는 사람을 못 찾는데 그래도 5명을 찾아볼게요. 현대라서 뭔가 군대 가는 사람이 그렇게 많지 않아요. 안 갈 것 같아요.
PX3.
탱크 달아서 쓰는 거 아니야?
아, 그건 아닙니다.
네, 감사합니다.
아니.
아이고.
네, 감사합니다.
좋고요.
네, 감사합니다. 저 죄송한데 혹시 질문을 물어봐도 될까요? 저 죄송한데 혹시 질문을 물어봐도 될까요?
저는 직업군이 홍보써가지고 교정만 해봤다만 옆에서 같이 하는 애들이 지금 현역을 알고 있어가지고 협의는 지금 바빠서 제가 잠깐만 붙이고. 네.
네, 감사합니다. 뭔가 탱크를 운전해본 사람이 별로 없네요. 어디 더 찾아볼게요. 거기 사람들이 더 많을 것 같아요. 거기 가보겠습니다. 좁고 사람들이 별로 대답하고 싶지 않아요. 시작하기 전에 희망 많이 있었어요. 근데 지금 뭔가 없는 것 같아요. 어떤 역할을 하셨어요?
포수, 포수.
네, 포지션 때요.
5명이요? 30분은 했는데 하루 안에는.
네, 감사합니다. 여러분, 우리 시작한 지 딱 1시간 지났는데 우리 5명이 찾을 수 있었는데 더 반찬은 못 찾았습니다. 아무래도 홍대라서 젊은 사람들 많이 있어서 해봤던 사람들이 별로 없었어요. 아마 지금 군대에 있는 것 같아요. 날씨가 추워서 찾는 거 어려웠어요. 그래도 탱크를 들을 줄 아는 사람들 5명이라는 게 신기해요. 다음에는 꼭 30분 안에 꼭 찾아봐야겠어요. 준성. 하고 싶은 여자들이 있으면 가고 드는데 그 이스라엘에서 있어요. 그런 여자들이 필요할 것 같아요. 왜냐하면 뭔가 남자들도 하기 싫은 남자들도 있으니까 하나씩 안 가면 정말 사람들이 없을 것 같아요, 군대에서. 그래서 이렇게 여자들이랑 남자들이 가는 게 좀 더 안전하게 이스라엘 지킬 수 있어서 이렇게 인정한 사람도 있을 것 같아요. 그리고 다른 생각 있는 사람도 있을 것 같아요. 뭔가 버식버식. 전에 그렇게 가고 싶지 않은데 필요하다고 군대에서 느꼈어요.
자, 다녀오겠습니다. 총성! 광화문으로 나와 있는 랄리인데요. 지난번 영상에서 5명을 모으지는 못했어요. 댓글에 굳이 왜 홍대에서 찍었냐, 홍대 말고 종로로 가라, 이런 댓글이 좀 많아서 오늘은 여기 광화문으로 왔고요. 자주포를 운영할 수 있는 사람 5명을 30분 안에 모아볼 수 있을지 한번 보도록 하겠습니다. 충성! 빨리빨리 다녀야겠어. 현재 시간은 27분이고요. 딱 57분까지만 사람들 모으겠습니다. 가볼까요? 안녕하세요. 혹시 질문해도 될까요? 군대 다녀오셨나요?
네.
보직이 어떻게 되셨어요?
hun신감.
감사합니다. 안녕하세요. 혹시 질문해도 됩니까?
예.
혹시 군대 다녀오셨나요?
예.
여기 해당하는 있으신데? 없으세요? 감사합니다. 혹시 자주포 운영하신 분이면 커피 기프티콘 드립니다. 자주포. 혹시 자주포 운영하셨나요? 안 되네. 다 싫어하시네. 기프티콘도 싫어하시네. 혹시 자주포 운영하셨나요? 자주포. 안녕하세요. 혹시 자주포 운영하신 적이 있으신가요?
유튜브 봤는데?
안녕하세요.
지금 탱크 몰아야 되거든?
네.
핸들 조향 핸들 45도?
혹시 전역한 지 얼마나 되셨어요?
몇 년, 10년 넘었어요. 한번 필요하면 가야죠.
혹시 자주포 운영하셨나요? 혹시 커피 쿠폰 받아가시겠어요? 혹시 자주포 운영하셨나요? 커피 쿠폰 드립니다.
장인.
혹시 자주포 운영하셨나요?
아니요.
여기 사람도 별로 없는데 있는 사람도 다 자주포 운영하신 분이 별로 없네. 안녕하세요. 커피 쿠폰 드립니다. 혹시 자주포 운영하셨나요? 네. 군대 안 갔다 오셨대. 생각보다 힘드네요. 한국에서는 지나가는 사람은 다 탱크를 운영할 줄 안다. 과연 진짜 30분 안에 할 수 있을까? 못할 것 같은데? 지금 손이 다 얼었어요. 많이 춥긴 한데 사람이 너무 없는 것 같아요. 차라리 확성기를 가져올 걸 그랬나 봐요. 그냥 소리 지를까 그냥? 다음에는 확성기 준비해 주세요. 저기 안녕하세요. 혹시 자주포 운영하셨나요? 커피 쿠폰 드리고 있습니다. 혹시 자주포 운영하셨나요? 죄송한데 혹시 자주포 운영하신 적 있으신가요? 찾기 힘드네요. 벌써 15분이나 지났네요. 지금 한 명밖에 없어. 안녕하세요. 커피 쿠폰 드립니다. 혹시 자주포 운영하셨나요? 커피 쿠폰 드립니다. 혹시 자주포 운영하셨나요? 종로에 오면 무조건 될 거라는 댓글을 달아주신 분 좀 나타나 주세요, 제발. 제가 커피 쿠폰 드리겠습니다. 예? 한번 해보겠습니다. 안녕하세요. 커피 쿠폰 드립니다. 혹시 자주파 운영하셨나요? 커피 쿠폰 드립니다. 안녕하세요. 혹시 여기 스티커 한 번만 좀. 지금 얼마 남았지? 10분 남았나요 지금? 직장인들이 과연 이 미션을 구해줄 수 있을까요? 안녕하세요. 커피 쿠폰 드립니다. 혹시 자주파 운영하셨나요? 안녕하세요. 커피 쿠폰 드립니다. 안녕하세요. 커피 쿠폰 드립니다. 다들 그냥 아무거 안 해. 안녕하세요. 혹시 자주파 운영하셨나요? 아, 군대 안 갔다 오셨구나. 대한민국 군인들이 다 어디 계실까? 모든 남자가 군대 가는 거 아니었어? 그래도 생각보다 군대 아직 안 갔다 오신 분이 많으시네. 여기도 젊은 분들이 좀 많네. 안녕하세요. 혹시 바쁘네. 어르신 안녕하세요. 혹시 옛날에 군대 다녀오신 적이 있으신가요? 없으세요? 안녕하세요. 커피 쿠폰 드립니다. 자주파 운영하신 적이 있으신가요? 한 번만 붙어주세요. 스티커.
K77
오, 혹시 전역하신 지 얼마나 되셨나요?
8년 됐어요.
쿠폰. 네, 감사합니다. 배터리를 달고 왔는데요. 너무 추워서 벌써 다 닳았어요. 그래서 보시면 저정수가 2명이고 나머진 거 안 구해지네요. 이게 안 구해져요. 누가 그렇게 쉽게 구할 수 있다고 했지? 네, 쉽게 구할 수 있는 동네가 따로 있을까요? 저도 회사원이라 알고 있기 때문에 밥 먹고 빨리 들어가야 되기 때문에 아무도 대답하기 싫은 것 같아요. 점심시간에 나오면 먹을 수 있을 것 같다는 댓글도 있었는데 혹시 누구세요? 나오세요. 안녕하세요. 혹시 자주포 운영하신 적 있으신가요? 아쉽게도 자주포 운영할 수 있는 사람이 별로 없네요. 자주포가 힘드네요, 여러분. 탱크는 그나마 쉬워도 이제 점심시간도 다 끝나가서 사람들도 거의 없어요, 이제. 여러분 댓글로 좀 달아주세요. 자주포를 운영하시는 분이 계시면 운영하는 거 힘든지, 힘들면 왜 힘든 건지, 그리고 실제로 운영할 수 있는 사람이 그렇게 많는지 좀 알려주세요. 혹시 자주포 운영하신 적 있으신가요?
이게 근데 결국은 다 해보게 돼요. 가장 자신 있는 거요? 사수? 잡는 거, 키 잡고 이렇게 하는 거.
혹시 언제 전역하셨어요?
저 20년 됐어요.
없는 거.
2006년에서 8년.
가장 기억에 남았던 거.
포가 4.27라고 그 예전에 미군에서 쓰던 포예요.
네.
그거를 21세기까지 써야 되나라는 생각이 좀 있긴 했어요.
아. 커피 쿠폰입니다. 네, 감사합니다. 네. 아. 포기하는 건 너무 싫은데 내 인생에 포기라는 단어가 없는데 근데 이거 구하려면은 몇 시간 더 찍어야 될 것 같아요. 혹시 자주포 운영하신 적 있으신가요? 1시 8분인데요 1시 8분까지 제가 돌아다니면서 여기저기 막 물어봤는데 자, 결과는 이렇습니다, 여러분. 제가 안 물어봐서 안 모아지는 게 아니라 많이 물어봤는데 안 모아지는 겁니다, 여러분. 에라이. 네, 종로를 한번 갔다 와봤는데요. 결과가 그렇게 좋진 않았습니다. 종로를 갔다 오면 무조건 된다. 뭐 점심시간 때 가면은 뭐 무조건 사람도. 종로도 실패했습니다. 저는 오늘 30분 정도 돌아다녔는데 이렇게 추운 날에 사실 나라를 지켜주는 군인분들이 얼마나 고생이 많으실지 정말 박수 한번 쳐드리고 싶고요. 감사하다는 말씀을 드리고 싶습니다. 영상이 재밌었다면 구독, 좋아요, 댓글, 알림 설정까지 꼭 해주시고 우리는 다음 영상에서도 만나요. 안녕. 필승! 백호, 승진, 돌격, 결전, 공격, 강철, 맹호, 백골. 아, 백골부대 저기 철안 백골 멋있네요.
안녕하세요. 미국에서 온 정훈입니다. I was in the US Air Force for 10 years from 2008 until 2018.
한국 군대에 대해서도 잘 아시나요?
I know enough, I guess. I used to work with the Korean military service, so I know a little bit about their training and their daily life and that kind of thing.
한국 예비군이 혹시 몇 명인지도 아시나요?
Yeah, I mean, most of my friends, I guess, Korean would be 예비군, so all of them. This is an M16, so proper gun control and safety is the most important thing. Basically, never point it at anything you're not willing to kill. Always keep it, safe, right? So there's a safety on here. You can actually see it from this side. Well, okay, I guess you can't because this is a toy. So carrying it from the low, ready position, if I'm going to assail my target, I bring it at the buttstock into my shoulder like this. Keep my elbow down, okay? Some people flare their elbow out. That just exposes you here, and it's not a good position. Keep your elbow down. You gotta pull the weapon with your hand here backwards and then pushing this forward so you keep it nice and steady. And then you look down the sights. There's the iron sights here. Look down the sights. Assault your target. This is the way you bring the weapon up to your chin, not your head down. That's one thing that people do. People will go like this. You bring the weapon up to it. up to. So your head shouldn't change. So this is when you sort of lower your weapon so that you can do some kind of scanning, is what that's called. You can scan with your weapon, or you can do a little bit of scanning with your eyes, right? And then you see your target, you bring your weapon up to the target that you see, just like that. And you can grab it anywhere, really doesn't matter. Some people like grabbing more forward because it gives them control, you know, over the recoil. And some people like having a little bit back. I see this sometimes, this is kind of dumb. I don't think that people do this. I just grab it here. And yeah, and then, you know, you run out of ammunition, hit the magazine, pull out another magazine, and then you gotta hit the button, so, because it'll lock whenever you run out of rounds. So you change out the magazine, and this will be locked back, and then you just hit this button, it'll be there, you hit that, and it'll send the bolt forward, it'll grab one of the rounds, and you can go right back into firing. So, and then right before you fire, you have it on your target, then you flip the safety. So you flip the safety, like that, put your finger in the bullet, fire, back on the safety, like that, down.
남자들은 지나가던 할아버지도 총을 다룰 줄 안다. 이 말 혹시 아시나요?
Yeah, I know. Everybody, every man in Korea has military training. Should know how to handle a firearm, at least safely. It's okay if you don't know how to shoot, and you don't know how to hit a target very well, but you should know how to safely handle a firearm no matter what, which is great. All right, so I'm out here. We're gonna see if we can find any Korean men that know how to properly and safely hold these firearms. Hi, how are you?
네, 안녕하세요.
군대 갔다 왔죠? 어떤 군대에서
육군
왔어요?
갔다 왔어요.
육군?
네.
이거 혹시 아세요?
저 K2 아니에요?
K2? 저는 몰라요. 저는 M16을 했어요.
아,
이게 K2를 안
그래요?
했는데
아.
한번 보여주세요. 어떻게 하는지. 이 클리어?
총 어떻게 쏘는지요?
네. 좋아요. 좋아요. 멋있어요.
감사합니다.
Hi, how you doing?
안녕하세요.
안녕하세요. 군대 저 갔다 왔어요? 갔다 왔죠?
갔다 왔어요.
네, 이거 어떻게 하는지 저 알아요?
알죠.
오케이. 하이. 안녕하세요. 저 군대 갔다 왔죠?
네, 갔다 왔어요.
어떤 군인이었어요?
저는 해군에서
해군?
네, 해군 근무했어요.
그래요? 그럼 이거 해본 적이 있어요? 써본 적이 있어요?
네, 써본 적은 있어요. 이 총은 아닌데 총은 써본 적 있어요.
그래 다른 총이었어요?
M16 썼었어요.
M16.
M16,
오케이.
M16.
저도 M16 했어요. 네. M16 좀 처음 했고 그 다음에 AR-15을 했어요. 그럼 M16 할게요. 그럼 이게 장난감인데 진짜 총으로 해야 돼요.
최대한 이렇게 밀착시켜서
그냥 이렇게 딱 붙이고. That was good. The last guy was probably the best. Looked most confident, but the actually sitting position and stuff that was very good too. So he was very solid. So most important thing is to have a good base when you're shooting, right? So that you don't get maneuvered. So yeah, they all were fine. You can tell that they've held a weapon before. When you hand a weapon to somebody, don't hand a weapon to somebody that hasn't held a weapon before, especially a loaded weapon. But when you hand someone a weapon, you can tell kind of if they've held one before. Even if they don't maybe follow all the rules, all the safety guidelines and stuff, at least you can tell that they have a certain posture, they've been trained. So all of them were clearly trained, they knew what they were doing. So yeah, it's great.
안녕하세요. 저는 이스라엘에서 미셸입니다. 저는 남자친구하고 유튜브 군필 커플 하고 있어요. 만나서 반갑습니다. I finished the military service in 2022, April, and I served for 2 years. The basic training, yeah, I remember it pretty well since it was a very new experience. It depends on your position. Some positions, they get called much more often for training, even if they are at work or even if they are at university studying, even if they have exams, they need to go, but get exempted from it. And even if they get called, they can send the letter like, oh, I can't because I have this and that. And sometimes they allow not to come. I didn't see what he did there. I just saw that he wore his army clothes and went. And when he came back, he bought a lot of snacks from the army store because it was so cheap and it was super a lot and I was so happy.
그럼 한번 보여주세요.
Oh, this is the M16 and I know it was developed in the U.S. I also used it during my army time, during 2 years when I was participating in army. Oh, he's holding really well.
너무
Around 90%, since almost all of them went to army. Shall we go outside?
Today we will ask two Korean guys. They know how to shoot the gun.
Oh,
And do you think how much percent of guys will
I think
be able
90%.
to shoot?
I think 90%.
Where is 10%?
Because some people didn't go to army. Maybe they are not familiar. How
guess-
many percent you think?
I guess 100%.
Oh, really?
Shall we go?
Yeah, let's go.
Okay.
군대 갔다 왔어요.
아 군대요?
네.
네 갔다 왔어요.
전방생활 했잖아.
어디?
갔잖아 저 보병잖아. 이거는 저 노래새.
네네 그렇죠.
그럴 때는 항상 여기를 되는 거야.
그냥 몸이 아프고 사람
혹시 군대 몇 년도 몇 년 군번이죠?
76년 3월 군번.
76년이요? 전쟁이 나면 아직도 그 전쟁에 참여하실 의사가 있으신지.
군인들을 이렇게 그 후방으로 그 치우는 역할을 마지막에 그 예비 훈련 때는 했어서 당연히 해야지. 밥이라도 해줘야지 군은.
군대 갔다 왔어요.
네네.
군대 어디 갔다 왔어요?
공군 헌병으로 다녔어요.
아하. 아직 그 총 쏘는 거 기억하시나요? 한번
나중에 지켜보고 있어요.
와. 이거 막 돌리지 않나요, 한 번?
아, 네. 그건 못하겠어요. 제 시키는 거
아 혹시 이제 전쟁 나면 그 나라를 위해서 싸우실 의향이
얼마 전에 그 비상알림 갑자기 왔을 때도 저희도 이제 생각을 했는데 그 방공호 같은 데를 알아보고 빨리 가족들한테 피시기로 대한민국을
군대 갔다 왔어요?
네.
어디 나오셨어요?
3사단이라고 천원 갔다 왔어요. 저 18년 11월 전역했습니다.
총 쏘실 수 있는지 한번 총 쏘는 거 한번 보여주시면.
운전병이
저희가 운전병이셨어요.
네. 해보시면 되나요? 네.
아직까지 총 쏘는 법을 이제 어떻게 기억하고?
입대를 하고 교육을 5주간 받을 때 6개월에 한 번씩 유격과 보호하기도 하니까 기억에 남는 것 같습니다.
참여하실 의사가 도망을 가실 건지 이제 싸우실 건지.
어차피 도망가봤자 갈 수가 없어요. 참여할 것 같습니다. 네.
What do you think about the Korean guys?
Apparently 100% of them could shoot pretty well.
Yeah.
I'm surprised the older Korean man was
Still
still dreaming
remember?
about army. Yeah.
I think so too. This kind of worst dream is about the army.
Yeah. I only had it like a short time after I finished army, but not anymore. And I'm surprised it's still
Will
happening.
you fight for Korea too?
Why not?
Okay.
오늘 영상 재밌었다면
구독과
구독과 구독과
좋아요 부탁드려요.
감사합니다.
I'm Dylan. Nice to meet you guys. I'm 27. We're stationed at Camp Humphreys, and my wife is a labor and delivery nurse. I'm no longer in the Army, but I once was, and so I'm happy to be here. So thank you.
My name is Paul, United States Marine Corps, 35, got wife and 3 boys currently stationed at Camp Humphreys.
I'm Lucas. My wife and I are currently stationed at Camp Walker over in Daegu.
Okay.
My wife works for the On Post AFN radio and TV, and I work on post at a bank.
Nice.
Awesome. Well, nice to meet you guys. I'm Gibson Kim, 38, soon to be 39. We are stationed at Camp Henry down in Daegu. I have my wife here, Savannah, and my 2 kids, Oliver and Rowan, with me. Yeah, I'm looking forward to this.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Me too. It looks great.
Have you guys ever had bude찌개 before?
I've never had any of this personally.
No, it looks pretty good.
Yeah, but it looks delicious.
Spam is a big deal in Korea, so that comes with it. So I hope you guys enjoyed. I I haven't had it in a while too.
Spam,
so.
really? Okay, yeah. I haven't had it in a while.
We got the big pack of Spam that they have, like the New Year's gift set.
Yes,
So
yeah.
I'll get like
Apocalypse prep kit.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, that's a good way to go.
Yeah.
You got this protein set.
At E-Mart, I saw it was for 80,000 won, and it was a huge Spam pack, and I don't know if I could go through all of it. But.
This is bude찌개, right?
Yeah, it is.
What's the kind of meaning behind it?
It's kind of a weird name because it literally comes out to be camps too. And bude actually means installation, as in military installation.
Okay.
Oh. So it goes back quite a bit. It's got some history with the U.S. military. Korea used to be extremely poor, like 7-ish decades ago after the Korean War, when the whole country was devastated. So during that time, the food that used to come out of the U.S. military station, Koreans would just stay outside of it and then gather those and actually make it into a stew. Yeah. And then that actually turned into a pretty cool dish that still runs quite a bit nowadays. And then it became a cool staple dish for Koreans. And then now we made it a little bit more interesting with adding spams and a little bit of a Korean twist to it with kimchi in it. We love cheese for some reason. Koreans love cheese.
Yeah, so do I.
And you can see that picture too. So
quick question for you: did soldiers and comrades, did they eat this together like this, or would they just get a little bowl and eat it like that? Or?
So we're not talking soldiers. We're talking literally Korean citizens.
Oh, Korean citizens.
Yeah, Korean citizens eating it.
Right on.
Yeah. Like I said, Korea was pretty devastated after the war, and then because there was not enough food, food insecurity was a big deal, right? So the whole family and friends would get together. Whatever leftover came out of the installation, they would just get it together and just cook it all and make it into a big pot. Okay. And that's how it originally started. Fast forward 30, 40, 50 years, now you got a dish. Now,
what an incredible story behind.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Like, it's got a history to it, so I think that makes it a little bit more interesting when we dive in.
Absolutely.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Hey, can you guys do spicy?
Absolutely.
Okay.
I can try, but I don't know how that's gonna work out.
Okay. Awesome.
Yeah, you give me as spicy as you got.
Okay. Oh boy, I think this is it.
Wow.
All right.
That's huge.
It's a lot, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, so it actually cooks in
Yeah, like right here. Yeah.
And is this the Spam?
I think this is it. Yeah, this is it right here.
Yeah, that's awesome.
That's awesome.
Thank you.
Yeah.
감사합니다. Oh, I'm hungry.
Summer
Me too.
sausage.
As am I.
Me too.
What I used to make when I was younger with Spam, and sometimes I would get through half a can, sometimes a whole can of Spam, is I would do a little bit of rice and I would do the Spam with the seaweed packets.
Oh yeah, that's delicious.
I would do a little bit of seaweed, a little bit of rice, and the Spam, and then just kind of shove that in my mouth.
So a little interesting fact, actually, the Spam's headquarters in the U.S. actually recognizes bude찌개 as one of the well-known dishes.
Wow, that's incredible.
Yeah,
I can see why.
It smells good too.
You can't quite see it from here, but another thing that's kind of cool is ramen noodles.
Okay.
Unlimited supply. So basically, if you want to add it into it, you can ask for it again and again and again.
No kidding.
There's a limit
We
to
can
it.
sit here all day and eat this.
Basically, yeah.
I mean,
if you need to carb load,
I don't know if I want to do that.
I'll serve this up.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah,
My
thank
fellow
you very
Americans
much.
here.
I appreciate it.
Yeah. Let's get it.
That's delicious. Oh, that's really good.
Wow.
Gotta get the spam in it too. But the noodles really good. The sausage is really good.
Flavor's incredible.
Oof, that's
And
good.
it's not as spicy as I thought. It doesn't look that dangerous now.
Yeah.
Wow. Ooh.
Looks great.
What did you say earlier about the ramen all day?
Yes.
All right.
Absolutely.
Well, I'm here.
I'm down. Like, one thing I've noticed, you guys are all using chopsticks pretty darn good. What's up with that?
We've been in Korea for a while.
Yeah, we've been here for a bit, and you gotta learn.
So I gotta ask, do you get offended at a Korean restaurant if they offer you a fork?
I actually haven't been offered a fork yet.
Oh, really?
But they'll usually bring one for the little one. So
So
if I need one, it's there.
So you're like, hey American, yeah, you're in Korea, just take this.
While in Korea, I definitely try to use the chopstick.
I appreciate it. It shows that they're thinking, about the customer.
Yeah.
But they have different uses, so
that's true.
Sometimes it comes in handy.
Yeah.
I feel like it's kind of a letdown, but then again, it's such a short thing, and it's just a kind gesture. So I kind of brush it off, and I don't really think about it.
Okay. We gotta make this good. I'm adding the cheese.
Go
Any
ahead,
objections?
throw it in.
Let's do it.
Okay, let's do it.
Yeah.
So So like now that we put the cheese in it, you guys can give it a shot.
Okay.
Let's see how that comes out to be.
Let's do it.
Be careful, that's super hot.
Oh, that's hot.
That is hot. Yeah, be careful.
Ooh, okay.
That is delicious. Oh, the broth is like so smooth though.
It really is.
Yeah.
The cheese just kind of brings it all together.
Yeah, that's a good flavor to add. Like,
I can see why they recognize this as a huge dish.
When you were mentioning that how it was maybe like right after the Korean War, where it was like super duper poor, Korea has come such a long way in such a short amount of time.
It's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anybody want another one?
Please, thank you.
Oh yeah.
I've got to with some of this cheese.
Absolutely.
Gotta make sure I get some of that Spam in there.
Oh, everything's better with cheese, you know?
That's a true statement. Oh, I didn't get you a lot of meat, so let me add that in as well.
And so this sausage here,
Oh,
what
yeah.
is this? Is this just regular sausage?
I think so.
It's
I think so.
looks like a hot dog.
It goes in pretty well. All right, gentlemen, we got our ramen, unlimited supply of ramen. So
Here's in there with the first one.
Here's the first batch.
How many times are you supposed to break it?
Oh yeah.
Isn't that a thing where like it's
I
like
guess
a Korean thing, right?
It is a Korean thing. I usually break like once or twice. Here we go, gents.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
When you eat ramen, do you like to mix it up in the bag or you pour it out first?
You know what? I do both. I do both. Actually, if I'm gonna eat the ramen without boiling it, I would do that in the bag.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, you eat it raw?
Okay. Yeah, that's what Korean kids do actually growing up.
Oh.
I don't see any more Spam. You want to add some more Spam?
You want some more?
Absolutely, I do.
You guys
What about you guys?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
I'll throw some more actually.
Oh, it's pretty good with Spam.
Chugyo.
I think so. Oh yeah.
Oh, he's
definitely.
fast. Look at that.
Oh, okay.
Like
Really quick,
instantaneously
ready.
appearing. That's good service.
Wow,
Yeah.
excellent service.
Yeah.
I'm telling you that.
Definitely bring this to America.
Yeah, I can see budachigeer like having some positive effect on Americans liking Spam more.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
You ever seen budachigeer in the U.S.?
You know what? I don't recall one. I mean, if you go to a Korean restaurant, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would assume.
Yeah, maybe.
But outside of that, probably not.
Yeah. Well, back in the U.S. and South Texas, there's no Korean restaurants in South Texas.
Good
That's
point.
all Mexican food.
Yeah.
So maybe you could corner the market that way.
Gotta get some of this ramen here,
Oh yeah, go for it, go for it. I'm gonna reduce it a little bit.
if you don't mind.
Yeah, go for it. I'll take some too.
That looks great. Now, is that something you can do here? Is add a little bit more spice, or tell me you want a little spicier?
You can.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think the flavor profile's perfect the way it is.
Absolutely. Yeah. Like this is like good spicy for me.
How do they add the spice? How does the spice get added?
The gochujang.
Gochujang.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Like Spam obviously is from America, right? And the well-known fried chicken, you know, I think it's very safe to say that it's not from Korea. Korea did a good job and twisted it and
Truthfully, I think it's better.
I really like it. I like the fried chicken. I mean, I like
It's
American fried
fantastic here.
chicken.
Yeah.
American fried chicken's good, but I don't know what they do to it here in Korea, but it makes me want to eat more. Whereas American fried chicken, it's just like, oh, like it's too filling. But
It is,
Korean
yeah.
fried chicken, I could eat it all day.
They do a good job of making it crispy without being super greasy.
That's a good way to put it.
Yeah.
That's a good way to put it.
Maybe a difference in
Yeah.
the oil.
Yeah,
This
marinated
is, yeah.
and fried, but it's got a good mixture to it.
Something else that I've noticed eating fried chicken here in Korea is that there are so many different flavors that they throw to dip and they cover it in and the sauces. That's just something we really don't have in America. We've got your staple gravy and honey mustard and ranch and things like that, but we don't have anything with a huge flavor bust like
Same
that.
thing with the budachigeer. Like, I mean, this is not something that exists elsewhere. So
The ramen, very good choice.
Yeah.
The noodles absorb the whole flavor.
Really, it's a good addition for sure.
I don't think any of us are a huge fan of Spam, you know, per se. What do you think?
Well, I might be a fan now.
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah.
Definitely, it's grown on me for sure.
Okay. Wondering if I'm the only one thinking that way. Like, cool, awesome. All right, you guys are great too.
It's the canned meat of choice.
Do you know of any other restaurants like this, or maybe a place you could recommend for me to eat something like this?
Yeah, sure, absolutely.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah.
Especially since we're both over in Daegu.
Daegu, yeah.
So
yeah, I'll take it to one of those.
yeah,
Absolutely.
should. There's the thumbnail right there.
Okay, I'm from California.
California. I'm an attorney.
And you're in military?
Sure, yeah.
How about you?
Same. I'm from California.
Any particular food you would like to eat?
I don't know. Just try whatever your favorites are here. Never been here, so.
It's your first time eating like this, right? It looks like a king's dinner.
Feast.
Yeah, it looks like a feast. What do you think it's going to taste like?
Seafood.
Fishy.
Fishy. Yeah, we have a lot of fish here.
Okay.
So from there, or you can just put it all on your plate.
I like to do like a freestyle type thing.
Okay. You just take it, put it here. Have you ever tried like Korean traditional food before?
I think so, no.
We had some pizza. We had fried chicken.
I mean, fried chicken is very Korean, but pizza?
It was so good.
Yeah, it's fire. It's so funny that you actually agreed to come with us because it was such a spontaneous
Whoa.
thing to ask. I'm like, hey guys, you want to have dinner with us? We're gonna go have dinner. And you're like, yeah, sure.
We were hungry.
Yeah. So this goes into here, okay?
Whoa.
Okay.
Holy cannolis,
Give me
Batman.
yours.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so we close the lid and it's going to be the last thing that we eat, okay? These are the side dishes that always come with like Korean foods wherever you go to a restaurant. It's called banchan in Korea. Banchan.
Banchan.
Yeah. So whenever you want like some more side dishes, you can ask the waiter like for like more banchan. They're gonna be like, okay, yeah, sure. They're gonna bring it to you. 잘 먹겠습니다.
Try that.
So it would be better if you eat it with the rice.
Okay.
I mean, you should try this. This is so delicious.
My hand's cramping.
The pancake is good.
Pancake's killer. It's gotta be a solid choice.
What do you think it's made of?
Potatoes.
Obviously, I mean.
Got some pepperoncinis in?
Yeah.
I think there's also pumpkin in it.
It's pumpkin spicy.
You usually just
Oh, you
dip
do
it
that?
in, yeah.
Okay. Learning will happen today.
Wait, you can eat it with your hands?
No.
So I can't just like.
You can't just munch?
Usually no.
Okay.
What's it called?
Different types of jon, but this one is like 단호박 jon.
It's good.
Is this stinky tofu? My
Like
worst
you can
nightmare.
smell it. It doesn't smell that bad. It's gonna taste different, believe me. It's
Oh, it's
gonna
gonna
be
taste-
tasty.
This thing is huge.
Okay.
He doesn't like the smell. Oh, I'm so curious what the reaction.
Yeah, that's great.
Right?
It's really good.
Is it intense?
Seriously? It's that
Strong.
bad?
No, it's pretty good actually.
Really?
Was the meat good?
I feel like it was Christmas
I don't
time.
think it was meat.
Really cold outside. That would hit just right.
Oh, I feel you.
Oh, it's like tomato soup.
Yeah, it's like Campbell's
Mm.
chicken noodle soup. It's pretty good. Oh, is it any good?
It's good. It's just
It's spicy.
spicy.
How is it?
Very good.
Is it like, I feel like you guys are faking
No, I
it.
think it's actually pretty good.
No, the soup is phenomenal.
It is like chicken noodle soup.
It's good. It's not super spicy. It's,
Tastes
just,
pretty
it's got a little bit
different
of
from
a
what it
kick.
smells like.
I thought it was like beef, but it's not. It's
I
not
thought
beef.
it was gonna be meat, and it's not.
It's not beef.
No, it's
Tofu
called-
maybe?
Okgalbi. It's like the ribs, like beef ribs, but it's made like a rice cake, if that makes sense.
Mm.
So it's shredded into pieces and then put together like a rice cake, so that's why they call it like dokgalbi. So that one is actually what most foreigners love in South Korean food. It's
It's
called
fire.
japchae.
Do it for the vine, Tori. It's like sweet.
Do you taste it?
Mm.
This
It's like
right here?
sweet. It's like a kind of like.
Yeah, it's fire.
The fettuccine Alfredo?
It's like
they
pad
got
thai
over
a
there?
little bit.
So this is the main dish. It's made
This?
of crab,
Yeah.
but it's kind of like raw fish, and it's marinated inside the soy sauce. So once you eat it, it's gonna be really salty, and you're gonna have to eat some rice after that.
Okay.
You should check how hot it is before you eat it.
Put your finger in it.
Wet rice is just what the doctor ordered. Do you use a spoon to do this? Because
Yes.
this is impossible.
Yes.
I was like, I get people really talented with chopsticks here, but
Tight. Keep talking like that to me. Come on. Recommend me.
Oh yeah. Take a big old bite of crab, munch real hard, and suck out the juices.
Good at that.
Suck the insides right out.
Pretty good. It's salty, but it's good. It's good. What's different? Cheers.
That hits me. Yeah.
Cold slime.
Cold sliminess. Because you're used to having like crab where it's, you know, steamed.
So like a gusser, like if you were like biting it and then like kind of stuffing it out, but you don't want to get the shell in
You just gotta suck real hard.
there. Yeah. Come on, you can go deeper than that.
Good.
It's different.
It
They don't-
feels slimy.
they
Right?
don't-
To let it sit and see how it tastes.
It don't taste like crab.
What does it taste like?
Salty egg yolk.
That's a good comparison.
The consistency is like
It's still good though.
Yeah.
It just tastes like dry fish.
Would you like to try some traditional Korean alcohol?
Yeah, definitely.
Hell yeah.
So this is called 복분자.
What?
복분자. And they say that it's good for men. Like if men drink this, they're gonna be good at. Men actually believe that it's good for them, for their stamina.
Let's do it.
Yeah, let's try it.
I feel like that's
So
like a
before
lot.
we drink this, we gotta find out the hierarchy here. Like who's the youngest?
We got
How old are
Tori.
you?
We're the same age.
96, April 2.
Okay. 99.
99, okay. The youngest person receives from the oldest person. They usually hold the glass with two hands like this. So when you receive, you should hold it like this, and the oldest person should hold it with two hands. Let's try it.
감사합니다.
Oh, you're welcome. Yep,
Oh, it smells.
Kamsamida, bro.
It smells like.
thank you. We can cheer in Korean. It's 짠. 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 Or you can say 건배. 건배.
Hey.
Oh, you do?
Okay. Woo, that's really tasty.
That is delicious.
Tastes like
some delicious stuff.
nah.
That tastes
Wow.
like danger in a bottle.
It just tastes like
It tastes like a lot of bad decisions.
It just tastes like grape juice.
You can eat this part too, huh?
Yeah,
That's
but
crazy.
You put rice
Yeah.
into it and then you.
Good thing I got that
You don't
status
actually
script.
eat the shell.
I was gonna just eat this shell right here.
Should've just done
I was like, you can eat this too? Okay, just a little bit of it?
Yep.
Okay.
You should mix it up. No,
You eat the rice.
wait, no, dude. You should mix it up first.
Oh,
and
mix
then
it
you
up
should-
first. Oh,
yeah,
okay.
and then you should eat it with a spoon.
Okay, okay, I'm gonna mix it up while you're with the spoon.
Here.
Oh, it's pretty freaking good.
Isn't this
No,
some
it actually
pretty
is really
tasty
good.
stuff?
It actually is really good.
Yeah,
It-
this is
it
not
tastes-
bad. Do you want to bite?
Yeah, but I'll put my own spoon in there.
No, don't let her. Salty, but
I don't like the creaminess.
Definitely salty.
the texture's like egg yolk.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, I don't like it.
pretty good.
It was your first time in Korean traditional restaurant eating traditional food. How do you feel about it?
I think my favorite would probably be this and the potato pancakes.
Oh yeah, the potato pancakes are all gone.
Yeah, those are really good.
I see. How about you?
Really fishy, but really good. A lot of different flavors. I like the octopus and also potato pancake.
Okay. How about you?
Very good. Good to be shown by the experts. I think the octopus was my favorite.
I love the crab. I never had something like it. It was so good. I drank Korean traditional punjab.
Magic potion.
It's a magic potion for the land down under.
Yep.
Land down under.
The southern part of.
Thanks for inviting us. We had such a great time.
Me too. Did you really think that you were getting kidnapped or something?
Yes. What is this?
You guys, this is the same thing. It's made out of the same 복분자.
Oh, wow.
But this is like juice and that is like alcohol.
Oh, this doesn't have
Okay.
alcohol.
So it's
got
gonna
way
taste
more
similar
alcohol.
but different because it's what Koreans drink after meals.
Okay.
Really?
Yeah,
All right.
to wash down all the.
Wait, what's
you know.
cheers?
Chan.
건배.
Konbe.
Tamale.
Tamale.
Oh yeah, that's good.
I love this so much. Oh, that's like, that's good.
That is really good.
안녕하세요. 미국 군인 제대했던 정입니다. So I was in the Air Force from 2008 to about 2018 when I separated. So for about 10 years, I was a Korean linguist. I spent a lot of time here in Korea. I was stationed here 3 times. And I was stationed down at Osan Air Force Base. Yes, so they have just the regular reserves, which you can join. You don't have to be active duty, or you can join the active reserves, which is essentially the same thing as active duty. Most people have to do their reserve service after they do their first enlistment. If their enlistment is 4 years, well, sorry, it's supposed to be up to 10 years. So if you do 4 years, then you have 6 years of reserves. If you do 6 years, you have 4 years of reserves. If you do 10 years of active duty, then you do not have to join the reserves.
오늘은 제가 한국의 예비역 영상들을 보도록 하겠습니다. Shooting of strike forces. Okay. I know what he's doing. Very good. Wow, he can shift positions really well. In jeans, no less. You can tell that he's committed that completely to memory, and that he's able to do all of that procedures is really interesting to me. We didn't do anything like that.
Do you think his posture and like position was better than a soldier in service?
Soldier in like the ROC military or soldier in like the US military? Because I question the practicality behind those different positions. I mean, it's good that he has that committed to memory, but under fire in a combat scenario, I don't know how effective that would be. It looks impressive in training and that you can go through all that stuff, but it needs to be practically applicated. Handle the firearm in a safe manner. You should always aim your firearm downrange. If you were aiming the firearm in a different direction, that could potentially harm the people who are also firing alongside you. Yeah, your firearm should always be downrange. And so, I mean, in that case, yeah, he was perfect. Yes, very impressive. I've always admired honor guard. I have friends that are in the honor guard that do all kinds of ceremonies, and I did that a little bit when I was a kid for fun. Nothing too complex, but I was in color guard as well, which is similar to honor guard. You mostly do parades and things, and yeah, it's on a different level entirely. It's really, really impressive. I remember a few of the moves. I don't remember what they're called, but if I had the rifle, I could do it. Yeah. Thank you. So obviously this isn't the correct rifle for it. I would need to grab it right about here, but yeah, so it needs to rest. And so shoulder the weapon, or you bring up to the weapon, and remember, bring it all the way up here, and then that is shouldering the weapon, and kick it off. This is salute, and then down here, like that. And then as far as spinning it, I don't remember, because I did mostly color guard. So color guard, you know, you would be standing like this and you were going to move forward, then you would immediately bring it into this position like this, right? And then you would march. And then if you were going to do a salute, so like they were gonna lower the flag, whatever, then you would bring it right here in your hand. I think your eyes had to be right above the barrel of the weapon, right that. Then you bring it back once you stopped here. Then shouldering the weapon, I remember it's like that. There was other things too, the spinning part, I think we did a little bit of that, but I don't remember how to do it, and then I would need an actual rifle. That's what I remember. It's just basic stuff. Nothing compared to what these guys can do. They're obviously much better. No idea what I'm doing with regards to that. Ah, this is so mean. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that's mean. That's pretty mean because I can imagine what was going through his head at that exact moment. When I was in basic training, they woke us up by throwing a trash can into the barracks, and I actually thought that I was still home, and that was a really horrible feeling to get woken up like that and thinking like, oh, I'm waking up in my home in my bed, and everything like that, and then realize where you actually are and what's actually happening, and it's pretty horrific. A sibling, I'm an only child, so I don't have any siblings to pull pranks on me like that. That's pretty mean. Similar, yeah, so I believe it's called Revelry, and it happens at 6 a.m., I think. So yeah, you hear that every single morning. Whether it wakes you up or not depends. A lot of us would wake up before Revelry, and then we would need to be downstairs and in formation and ready to do Revelry. So yeah, a lot of times we'd already be dressed, we'd already be downstairs, and then it would hit the time, and then that's when you would wake up. Some people did in fact wake up that way. Okay.
그거 터뜨릴 때는 쥐거든. 예. 술탄 호환의 술탄. 호환의 수류탄. 호환의 수류탄.
Fire in the hole. Most people got that, I think, from Counter-Strike, actually. But yeah, it's fire in the hole, and that's I think it was just the counter-terrorist that actually said that. But when you throw a grenade in Counter-Strike, they say fire in the hole. But you do that in the military too. I've never thrown a grenade. I would love to. So all he was doing was letting everybody know that there was a grenade there, so that everybody could get out and not die. So I was being responsible of him, although I think he did throw the grenade anyway. I mean, I think even regular people could probably relate to a grenade being thrown in there. I don't think people would be able to react as quickly as military. So someone who's been in the military, if you said grenade in the hole or fire in the hole, people immediately look for something like a grenade or whatever and how to get away from it, right? And if you're in the military, if you're trained in that particular scenario, unless they play that game a lot. But yeah, a regular civilian just playing that game wouldn't really understand. They would have a slower reaction time. Doing a good job taking video while running.
이것이야말로 예비군의 저력이지.
Is he running like that?
예비군 훈련 끝나고 퇴소하는 장면.
Okay. All right, that's fine. Yeah, that makes sense. We had a rule in the service in our particular unit, and if that somebody says that you can go home, or if it was why are you still here was the question, and if you did anything other than run outside of the office, get out and stuff, then they would keep you there longer. So a lot of times, yeah, in order to release people, or they say like you're released for the day, and people would just get up, grab their stuff, sometimes not even grab their stuff, just leave, just get out. Yeah, so I can sympathize with just wanting to get out of there. That's very common. Probably it's a kind of a tie between the guy who's doing all the different maneuvers while on fire range training. I think that's probably the one that wins because I'm really impressed with his fluidity and his movements and stuff. And then there's of course the honor guard because it takes so much practice and so much effort to be able to do all that kind of stuff, especially the continuous rotation and stuff. So yeah, I have a lot of respect to those guys and what they do.
필승! 안녕하세요. 저는 대구 캠프 헨리 부대에서 12년째로 현역 미군으로 근무하고 있는 김깁슨 소령입니다.
ㅡㅡ. My name is Dylan Clements. I'm no longer in the army, but my wife is, and that's why we're here in Korea. I have a daughter. She's 9 months old.
안녕하세요. My name is Paul. I've been in the Marine Corps for 12 years now from Houston, Texas. Currently stationed at Camp Humphreys in Pyeongtaek with my wife and 3 boys.
안녕하세요. My name is Lucas. My wife is in the military stationed at Camp Walker in Daegu. She runs video and radio, and I work at a bank on post.
Hey, so do you guys have any cool experience with the military? I mean, from the civilian side as well as active duty side?
I got out of the Army as a specialist in E4, so I was enlisted. The coolest experience that I had was actually going through and completing the infantry school for the United States Army and becoming a part of the Army where our grandfathers, our brothers, our sisters, everyone who are in our country has been attached to this great organization has fought with, and that was a really prideful thing for me, and I enjoyed my time.
Awesome, yeah, very cool.
Currently a major liaison officer to the Korean Marine Corps. Yeah, definitely a good opportunity to work with those ladies and gents every day. So probably one of the most interesting things I've been able to do was when we were stationed here before, helped the U.S. Secret Service coordinate with the Korean Secret Service for a presidential visit.
Oh, that is cool.
Very cool.
Okay, that is cool.
Visit, like we went up to Panmunjom.
Oh wow,
and
okay.
stuff.
That's
awesome. Yeah,
okay.
very cool. Out of the ordinary opportunity.
Way cooler than me.
Yeah,
that's for sure.
Yeah.
제가 중대장 시절을 할 때는 제 밑에 거니는 소주가 190명까지 있었습니다. Hey, if you think of Korean military reservists, is there an image that pops up in your head or any kind of not in a negative way, but any kind of stereotype that you may think of that pops up in your mind?
I would say it's pretty similar to what we have in the United States as the National Guard or our reserve components. I would say that's pretty similar.
For the most part, I think so, yeah.
I mean, it's pretty much every male in the country, right?
Basically,
yeah.
basically.
I think
they have an age limit though.
Okay.
Yeah, I think at a certain point, like you are kind of exempt from that. But I'm not 100% sure either. Yeah.
Yeah.
So after, because I know Korean males have to do their service before a certain age. Once they're out, they are automatically a reservist.
Yes.
Oh,
yes. And I believe they
okay.
remain on that status. So you can't just complete it and be done with it.
It's like selective service.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
I've noticed that at least like in business culture, it seems to make a lot like a really cohesive culture,
for sure.
right? Having done that service, having a common
it's got that shared
experience.
culture.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's like one of the main topics that women hate to hear about when men start talking about it. What do you think? Does that kind of look like the face that we make when we're going to work? I don't know. Say a Monday morning.
Pretty accurate.
Yeah.
Pretty accurate. I want a cup of coffee.
Yeah, that'd be, especially after a long weekend.
Yeah. I might feel better if I stop by Starbucks.
It looks like a face going to the field.
Yes.
Yeah, it's pretty solid muscle memory.
Wow.
He's got the timing.
It's almost like he was conditioned to do this perfectly.
That's awesome.
Oh man.
Wow. He still got it.
That's perfectly executed.
That's awesome.
Cool.
Yeah. Looks like he's still active.
Yeah.
That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
It's like a dance off.
Had some.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Had a little more danger with the bayonet on there.
He's not even in uniform.
No, it's not fair. He doesn't have to wear the uniform.
Yeah. The uniform adds
restriction,
right?
Yeah, for sure. Pretty good though.
Wow.
Yeah, you're not supposed to point it at anybody.
So in case you guys are wondering, apparently the guy who's in his civilian clothes, he's not active anymore. He got out, but he's still keeping up with his skills that he learned. Apparently, hey, that's pretty cool.
You may practice at home. We never know.
Yeah.
It reminds me of like dance battle.
I know. Yeah. It's like a dance off. Hey, I can't do that with two hands, so
no, that's
more
pretty
power
impressive.
to him. That's pretty cool.
Wow, seems like the reservists are pretty strong at this.
Wow.
Nice.
It's pretty fluid.
Hey, better than me.
Yeah.
I would have dropped it so many times by now.
That's good. Yeah.
M14.
I think that's from like our grandparents' generation. At least the weapon system. Yeah.
M14.
Yeah.
They use it in Vietnam.
It is an M14, right?
Yeah. It's still in service.
It is heavier than M4, right? Yeah.
M14 is about 10 pounds. M4 is a 6.5 pounds.
That sounds about right. Yeah, M4 is pretty light. I think he's got a pretty good steady position.
It's got definitely a good recoil control.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Hey, he looks jacked.
Jeez, that's so steady. How is he not?
It's pretty impressive. Staying in the
Looks like a pretty serious operator.
Staying in the sight.
Yeah,
These are all reservist dudes too.
Really?
Yeah.
No kidding. They seem like they do
every
this
single
every day.
Like,
It looks like they train hard.
Clearly, they're not
like-
just kind of putting it aside.
Yeah, that's as a reservist and still practicing, but like training, that's very impressive.
Are you guys confident in shooting?
Absolutely.
Anybody? Yeah.
I was told I'm not allowed to touch the weapons. So no, I'm not confident.
저 사람은 총 맞지 말라고 했대요. 주위에서.
He's a construction worker?
Yeah, it looks like he's an engineer. Yeah.
Engineer, okay.
Yep. 공수부대? Yeah.
It's a golf장.
Yeah, 골프장 같아요. Yeah. He looks like he's at AT right now.
There you go. There you go.
Look at that prone
Nice
position.
prone.
Wow.
That's a pretty good transition.
You get a sight picture.
He's probably on his lunch break practicing.
Hey, that's dedication.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. More power
He's
to
got to
him.
stay proficient.
Yeah. No M14, no problem.
Yeah.
That's what he just said. Actually, I have no idea what he said. But
So he's doing
it looks like it.
remedial action there.
Yeah.
No, he's like, I mean, he's keeping the barrel down range, safe weapon handling practices. So, I mean, definitely looks active to me.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Potential accident, I guess. I mean, one of the things that we always emphasize. I mean, I'm gonna say safety.
Yeah.
When we do, range qualification stuff. 우리는 일단은 위험, 이제 안전성 이걸 넘버 원으로 중요시하거든요. 잘 쏘는 것도 잘 쏘는 거지만 서로 이제 가는 길에 조준하지 않도록 그런 거에 되게 철저하게 해요.
I think one of the most important things is treat every weapon as if it were loaded. Pick
Yep.
it up, make
Yep,
sure
that's a
you
good point.
clear the weapon. There's
That's
no
a good point.
magazine, no round inserted.
Muzzle awareness. I mean, he was showing that.
100%, yeah.
Like a gong show. Remember you guys over?
Yeah.
Oh, it looks like they just got done.
FTX is over.
They're ready. They're ready to leave.
Not that bad, huh?
It's payday activity has started on a Friday. I don't know.
I want to be running with them.
Yeah.
I'll go in that direction, but I'll walk.
Yeah. So the drill instructors behind them.
Hey, so obviously Korea, and technically we're still at war with the North, and an armistice state. It's pretty important for the Korean Army and the Korean military, men in general. Even after you get out as like an active duty service, right, to kind of keep that muscle memory alive.
One of the great things I love about the Korean military is they have the reserve status that, and all of the males have that experience to put behind them in case anything really kicks off.
Yeah.
And I appreciate a little bit envious of that. We have our own reserve population, but just knowing that your brother to your left and right can have your back in case things go south, is a really cool thing. So it's important because those of us who are serving actively, we're going to do what we can, but at the end of the day, it's going to be those who are activated who come after us who are going to really win the fight. So it's a cool thing.
That's a good point. At the end of the day, we're here to support the Korean people, but Korea is going to be the one doing the heavy lifting at the end of it.
Absolutely.
And if the majority of people are keeping that up, then that is a good promising thing. Yeah. And that helps with the Korean military power overall too, which is great to see.
Yeah.
And staying ready, they're ensuring that their families will be taken care of by doing their part. So it's pretty incredible.
100%, I agree. Yeah, so like as an ally, I think seeing that is pretty helpful. I think it's motivating to us too, because at the end of the day, we're here and then we work together, right? We're partners in hand. So I think seeing clips like that is inspirational for our force too. I think there's definitely lessons to be taken from that.
Yeah, definitely the attention to detail. I get the chance to work with the Korean Marine Corps every day, and the amount of attention to detail and effort they put in everything definitely are evident in all those videos that even though they've entered the reserve status, they're still invested.
100%.
Yeah.
And I think videos like that should make everybody feel more comfortable that the men and women next to them are prepared.
Yeah, absolutely.
At any time, because disaster can happen at any minute.
That's true.
Yeah. From what I see, I think that the camaraderie that most Korean males share is really helpful when they are trying to, I guess, go out after the military. They always have that bond with other Korean males. That way they can, make friends, have a social life, get a job after the military and all that stuff. So I think that's actually really cool to have those skills and to be able to relate socially with all of the other people.
Oh yeah, I didn't even think about that. That helps in a lot of different aspects too. Yeah. They want to know what we think about the direction that our partnership and ally takes forward.
Continuously getting new generations of soldiers from America to come over here and integrate with the South Koreans is, I think, really important for us as a nation and as South Korea as a nation, as we strengthen that bond and keep that bond strengthened across all generations, because we know that our grandfathers and fathers all share that same experience coming over here and being allied with the South Korea. So I think it's pretty important to keep that going.
Absolutely, and I think clips like that, to see the reservists doing that stuff is another plus to it.
It really is.
I mean, it can't do any harm. If anything, it's going to strengthen that and hopefully inspire our side of soldiers too. And I hope that actually is the case.
Yeah. I mean, like you mentioned, kind of being part of the legacy and the history is one of the cool things about being stationed here and working with both active and reserve Korean military. Being able to hopefully improve upon what's been the foundation that's been built before since 1950, 1953 is definitely an opportunity that's you don't get many other duty stations.
That's true. Yeah.
And I hope that if more American military people come over here, they can see how far Korea has progressed from where they were 70 years ago, 80 years ago. I find it very impressive that Korea was able to build themselves up as quickly and as efficiently as they do. Because I've seen apartment buildings pop up in like a year, and they're like 20-something stories high, and that's amazingly
That thing
impressive.
is really incredible.
It is
yeah.
very impressive how efficient and quick they're able to accommodate for more Koreans and even more Americans coming over here as well.
Yeah. 안녕하세요. 지금 대구 캠프 헨리 부대에서 근무하고 있는 깁슨 미 육군 소령이고요. 오늘은 이제 미국 친구들한테 한국 PX 음식에 대해서 설명을 하려고 하는데 사실상 저도 큰 경험은 없어요. 제가 친구가 들은 바 거기에 대해서 이제 최대한 같이 설명을 하려고 하니까요. 이해 부탁드립니다.
Hi, my name's Dylan Clements. I'm actually at Camp Humphreys right now with my wife, who is an active duty soldier, and I'm no longer in the Army. I'm looking forward to trying this Korean PX food. We'll see how it compares to our PX.
Hi, my name's Paul. Been in the Marine Corps for 12 years from Houston, Texas. Stationed at Camp Humphreys with my wife and 3 boys.
My name's Lucas. My wife and I are currently living in Daegu. My wife works at Camp Walker. I'm also looking forward to eating.
So we're gonna try this as is. So this is 건빵, right? So they're putting this and cornflake together, making it cornflake. So
Okay.
a cereal version of it. So obviously adding the milk is gonna soften up a little bit, make it taste a little bit better.
Wow, okay.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie, it smells pretty good.
Yeah, it does smell good.
Oh yeah, it does smell good. Yeah. That's good.
Yeah, I like that.
갑니다. Okay. Anyone want to do the honor?
All right.
That's kind of the Marine. You learned that in the Marines, right? Of course, I have too.
Okay. Lucas?
Sure. All right, there we go. Sure. Yeah, I'm gonna do it.
Go for
There
it.
you go.
Hey, that's not how you're supposed to rip it.
What?
It's okay, we got another one.
Oh, I thought you were pouring it in there.
I think we're putting it into the bag. Okay, we'll do it this way.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay, all right. Okay.
Maybe
Cereal.
arguably easier to eat it this way.
Yeah, honestly,
this may be a new thing.
Wait, you got all the sugar. What about mine?
You know what? Problem solved. Have you guys seen what this is?
Yeah, I've had
Coffee.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's good stuff.
Instant coffee.
Yeah.
Oh, you have tried it?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I like
Let's make this into a coffee milk, shall we?
coffee milk.
All right, coffee flavor.
Bro.
I try. Now we have a solution here.
Oh.
I'll wake you up at the same time.
There you go. Yeah, y'all
All right,
go ahead.
Go for it. Go for it.
Wait, hold on. I want to try that one.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
go for
Oh,
it.
yeah.
Try
And
it.
super hard. Now you
Never
can
really
just.
wet your whistle. Oh, I do that in the field.
Oh yeah. Next FTX.
That's pretty good.
I'm gonna bring this out.
100%.
You mind if I try this one too?
Go for it.
It's
Yeah.
great.
I like that one better.
Yeah.
I prefer coffee over everything.
And the caffeine
You have no
Let me
idea.
give this one a roll. This one's
Yeah,
soft
go for it.
quite a
Yeah,
bit too.
yeah. Give me this one. I want
has
this
a lot of flavor to it.
They're both delicious.
They're really good.
Yeah, I like the Supreme,
I like it.
Supreme Gold in there.
That was good.
If I may.
Yeah, I thought it was really good.
Hey, so you know what the funny thing is? Obviously, we have to use what we got to crush this up, but apparently, the Korean military guys, they like to use a Kevlar to smash this up.
That sounds like a perfect solution
That's,
to get it
that's
this
honestly
crushed up.
ingenious, especially when you're out in the field and you have nothing.
Yeah.
You could just gotta make do with what the tools they give you.
Yeah, hey,
I
why not?
usually just use a rock or something.
Oh, a rock. Yeah. Or two, but
So they got crackers in it, and then this is I guess tuna.
Okay.
Yeah. So we just like you wanna try it? Yeah.
A little snack
So we just
pack.
put the tuna on top of the cracker, and then
We have something similar back home.
awesome. Okay, well.
You wanna give it a smell?
She said. I'm sorry. Just it'll spread right.
Looks like there's some vegetables in there.
yeah, I'm gonna go and try it.
Ratio.
I like the flavor.
That's great.
Yeah.
Low sugar too.
That's like that's pretty sweet too.
Wow. Pretty good.
Yeah.
Good feel snack.
Of course.
Yeah.
I thought this was gonna be similar to the Star-Kissed ones that we've got back home, which are pretty dry.
Yeah. That's
Unless
a
you
good-
get the
yeah.
mixed kind, but usually pretty dry albacore tuna. This stuff, pretty good. I liked all the vegetables and
I've never tried minion before, but it tastes a lot like tuna.
Yeah, I think the flavoring of the tuna actually made it much enjoyable.
I like
And
how
that was
it,
good.
I like how it comes with crackers.
That helps.
Because
Okay.
that helps a lot
Yeah.
to complement the tuna.
Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, it went really well with it.
I'd definitely take this in the field.
Oh yeah, this is a great snack.
Oh, like right there, Schnell.
Oh, Schnell
Yeah.
chicken.
Now, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm a streamer. Welcome to my mukbang show.
Oh, I like that. That's good.
That's great flavor.
Yeah, that's good. I like it.
Turn a little bit of ramen.
Hey, I'm okay with active duty mod. Panic mod, I'll take
Yeah,
it.
active duty. Yep.
I don't mind reservists either.
Yeah.
What about the retired mod?
Yeah, so apparently a lot of Korean military guys, these are two combos that go well. So they'll get this cup ramen and then get the Chanel chicken and mix it up and eat it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well then, let's try it.
Yeah, let's give it a shot.
Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
let's dig in. That one's mixed, that one isn't. So
Oh, okay.
He just needs to mix it and chicken with noodle. I don't
not
think you can
do-
really
you
go
gotta
wrong
break
with
it.
that
I don't
combo.
think so.
This is why you break it.
Uh-oh.
Here we go.
Let's see.
There you go.
We'll share. Like
Sorry.
we're in the field, you know?
Yeah. Fantastic.
In a pinch.
Yeah.
Take this over an MRE any day.
Yes. Much better than MRE. I'll take this.
Yeah.
No, but I really like these chickens a lot though.
Some squid and shrimp in here too.
Yeah, I was saying. I would.
Yeah.
I noticed that this had some sort of seafood flavor to it.
Yeah, what do you guys think about this one? I think it's a pretty good combo.
It's a good, very
Yeah.
good combo.
It's a little
Like you
spicy,
said,
but
I
it's like
take it over
enjoyable
MRE.
spicy. Yeah.
I like the spice. I think it's a good level.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, I don't mind this.
And with the shrimp, squid, and chicken, it's a trifecta.
Yeah.
What is this? Surf and
I like
turf?
it.
I didn't realize that they had chicken in a pack like this. Sorry.
It's pretty convenient.
This is gonna revolutionize my my lunch at work. Delicious. Mashiso.
What's your thought, Lucas?
Oh, I thought it was delicious. I'm gonna eat this while I play games. Or if they have it at a PC bomb. I'll get it there. If they have it, heck yeah, dude.
Yeah. You want to try some drinks too?
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm kind of thirsty.
Yeah, this is kind of salty.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
definitely want to drink.
Yeah,
some.
let's wash it down. How do you want to start off? Like, should we just start with one and
Sure.
go around?
Yeah,
Let's do it.
yeah.
Okay.
All right.
What do we got?
Boom, 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 boom. Give it a shot. Okay.
I haven't had this one before.
You haven't?
No, I haven't. So looking forward to this.
Shake it up a little bit.
There's actually
Yeah, I think it's got stuff in it.
Oh.
I believe. Yeah.
진짜 보도.
Oh, 진짜 포도 있네. Yeah, real 포도.
There you go. There it is. Okay.
You got a whole bunch. Might have to open another one up.
Okay. Yeah. Sure.
All right.
Cheers. Yeah. There we go.
Oh, I like it.
Me too.
That
Grape
is
just
really
like kind of
sweet.
pops in your mouth.
That's good.
Wow.
Is this a real grape in here, or is it like a fake like jelly type thing?
Would you like some more?
I mean, if it is fake, they
tastes
did a
like
pretty
candy.
good job.
Yeah. So it tastes
Yeah.
like candy.
It's a deep fake.
Yeah.
A deep fake.
Yeah, the texture of it kind of does feel like real grape. Yeah, they did a good job with that. That's good.
It's delicious.
Want to move on?
Let's do it.
Yeah. What do we have next?
So like, he just wanted you to take a look at the design and like, hey, what does that like kind of give off? Because it does look.
Pine trees.
Yeah.
I mean, it says pine
Yeah.
bud drinks. So
I mean, it literally just says it.
Pine needles in this or what?
It sounds like a candle.
So I don't know how to feel about this, but I will try this.
All right.
Yeah, I don't think this one has any.
You're about to find out.
Oh, it's dark.
I'm gonna have to have a little bit of it. Yeah.
Hey.
You're right. It smells like a candle.
Interesting. It
Smells like a candle.
Yeah.
If I were to eat a pine tree
This is it.
with sugar, yeah.
You know, I think
Now
I'm
I
gonna
know what
have
pine tree tastes like.
That is so interesting. I don't think I've had anything like
got
that
an interesting
before.
flavor though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can just crush up some pine needles and some water.
Yeah, it's just
Reminds me of salt.
Surprisingly has a fresh taste to it though.
It
Yeah.
does feel pretty fresh.
yeah.
Yeah, this one does have stuff in it, so definitely
Shake it up.
Shake it up.
Okay.
I love this one, but
Oh yeah, it does.
yeah,
Okay, yeah. There's plenty of them in there. Here you go.
it's like those aloe drinks. kinda
Okay,
like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
John,
Cheers,
John.
Cheers, gentlemen.
Wow,
Sweet.
Interesting. Very sweet.
Yeah.
What do you think about it? Texture?
I think it's
taste?
good.
Yeah.
Now, are these little
Really sweet.
I guess the cubes or
Yeah.
the jellies or whatever, are they coconut?
It just it does say coconut jelly, coconut flavored jelly. Yeah.
Coconut flavored jelly. Okay.
Yeah, that's different.
Oh, that's good. Oh, I like that.
I used to have
Grape and coconut.
It's a good
That's
twist.
very
It's a good
sweet.
twist.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I like it. I think I like the other one better. The first one.
Oh yeah.
I like the
Boom,
first
boom,
one.
boom.
Yeah, I
Really?
like the first one
My
better.
personal favorite was the pine one.
Really?
Weird.
I still like cocoa palm the best. I've always liked this.
I'll have to go against the grain here, and I like the pine.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the pine.
Really?
Right on.
Wow, 2 for
Wow.
$5. I like the first one, the bang bang bang.
소래는 2표, 봉봉봉이랑 코코파 1표씩이에요. So here we go. I think we're at the finale.
Already.
Alright, so the beautiful microwave. Let's see the magic it has created for us.
That smells great.
Hey, so these are not professionally done. Let's keep in mind, like some of them might not be like all
That's okay.
heated up, well-rounded.
We're having the experience of the
military.
of the Korean
Heck yeah,
military, right?
yeah,
So
yeah, the realistic experience. Let's dig in.
okay.
There you go. Got some japchae.
Wow.
Okay.
Weird flavor.
I think I have some of these in my freezer at home.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Add that on to the cup ramen.
So what exactly is in this?
There's some meat in it too. There's some veggies.
Yeah, I can taste that.
Yeah.
I can taste the meat.
I'm gonna have to go for another one. These are delicious.
Go for it. Go for it. We got plenty, dude.
Pretty good, actually. Mandu?
I can see these being gone pretty quick as soon as they're made.
Yeah, as soon as someone brings it out. Yeah.
Yeah. What do you think about the texture of it?
Very soft.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, that water did a good job.
It really
Yeah, I
did.
think
Yeah.
steaming it is really good. I've only done the, I don't want to say pan fry.
Yeah.
Pan fry?
Yeah.
Yeah, but steaming it is good too.
Yeah, it made it pretty soft.
Throw it on a hot plate.
Love it.
Probably use like an Emery heater to get this.
Ooh, that'll be good.
Yeah,
That'll be good.
yeah.
Oh yeah. I like where you're going with that. Yeah, I think this is a good idea to utilize water and then your little microwave.
I think I'm gonna try these at home because I usually don't put water in them at home. And they don't turn out this good. This is pretty tasty.
There you go. Yeah.
Yeah, perfect. Yeah. So, which one of these PX food was the most? What did you like the most?
I like the ready chicken. That's
Okay, yeah, that was a pretty good one.
Was
yeah,
good.
definitely a good one.
And then mixing that in with the ramen.
Yeah.
I would take the tuna with me out in the field if I ever got there.
yeah.
I think that's a really good
Okay.
alternative. And small, take it with you.
Yeah.
And around dinner time when you're hanging out with everyone on your
yeah.
bunks, you pull out some of those, the mandu.
Yeah.
Wow, that'd be great.
So mandu gets a vote, chicken gets a vote, and the tuna gets a vote. I'm gonna actually have to make chicken the winner because that was my favorite too.
Yeah.
Chicken 2표,
Chicken.
mandu 1표, and then tuna 1표. Yep. Chicken winner. Chicken's the winner.
Chicken winner, chicken dinner.
What do you guys think? Like, if U.S. soldiers got introduced to this at barracks or like out in the field, do you think they'll have a good reaction?
100%. And
Yeah.
anything. I mean, I know guys are always trying to
Yeah.
add a little variety.
Absolutely.
So,
Yeah.
First
absolutely.
off, I personally feel like this would be healthier for them, you know,
Yeah, way
compared to some of our options.
Way healthier than the microwave burritos, that's for sure.
오늘 조합미군 친구들이랑 같이 한국 PX 음식을 먹어봤는데요. 이 영상 재밌게 보셨다면은
구독,
좋아요.
눌러주세요. 바이바이.
안녕.
안녕하세요. 도너튼 브로프입니다. I was in the Air Force for about 10 years. I spent a lot of time here in Korea, or I spent a lot of time with the Korean military, mostly their Air Force. While we were working together, I worked at Osam. I didn't get to see their honor guard. I know that they're very similar to ours. So my impression of the Korean military was always good, essentially just like our own military. Their training, discipline, and workmanship and everything like that was basically on par with our own military. I was always very impressed with their forces and what they were capable of doing. Very professional. They are the representatives of the military. For ceremonial purposes, they're very, very important. They display what the military, giving that honor to the deceased, which is a very, very important aspect of their job. Laying soldiers to rest, they're usually the last people to lower that individual into the ground. There's a reason why we call it the honor guard. Honestly, I think because the South Korean military has had so much more of an influence from the US military than the Japanese military has, or the Japanese Defense Force, I think that the South Korean military would be more similar to our honor guard, simply because they got a lot of instruction from the US. But I'm not entirely sure how the Japanese do it. I'm, again, more familiar with like how the Koreans do it. And so I've seen them to be mostly comparable to the US honor guard. And these are adults, right? Not like a child honor guard. Okay, yeah, just make sure. They shouldn't have to get out of each other's way in the center, kind of moving around and stuff. Usually it's timed perfectly so that they just move individually and everything else kind of goes into sync. I've seen a number of performances like this, both while I was in the military and when I was a kid. I would go to the air shows and I would see the honor guard perform, so the rifle spinning is good. Oh, so usually that's for distance marking. At least that's what I can assume that they're doing it for. It might be just for show. Normally what we do is we measure the distance between each other by putting up our arm and then just kind of angling our head 45 degrees so that we can see through our peripherals where the person next to us is, and we normally like touch their shoulder, and that gives us the right distance. Then there's another one that you raise your arm up like this, and so this is the distance. This
is close dress. This is dress right dress. This is close dress. So they might be doing a form of dress right dress. It is at the right hand, so I would assume it's that, but it also could just be for show because they're also moving while doing it, and that's you normally line up, do your dress right dress. But they're the honor guard. They shouldn't have to do it dress right dress, so they should know exactly where they're supposed to be. So normally I hold the honor guard in a very high regard. They don't have to look. They know where their positions are individually. As long as they follow their exact routine individually perfectly, they'll all be lined up properly. So they just kind of trust each other. Same thing when they're actually spinning their rifles. The distance between each other and everything, it doesn't really need to be checked. They don't need to look around. They're supposed to be completely straight and rigid the entire time. And so they have a great deal of trust, discipline to know that they're going to be the right distance away from each other automatically. And that's through rigorous practice, of course. They do this on a regular basis. This is their job, so. I wonder what rifle they're using, because it looks like a 1903. That's probably one of the hardest things to do, though. They're so far apart from each other. So if you think about it, right, the people in the middle, they need to make shorter steps than the people on the end. They need to make much larger steps. And how to measure that exactly, it might just be down to planning, and of course practice, right? Timing is a little bit off there, but still. I saw there's a bit issues with the timing. I don't want to be overly critical because I can't do this. and to be able to even get as close to something like this is impressive. But I did see there was a little bit of timing with the way the rifle was moving and then the kneeling and stuff. So there was a few people in the middle that were going a little bit faster than the people's on the edge. Yeah, that's actually where I was looking. Oh, I see, yeah. Okay, then that's probably what my eye picked up there. So he slipped a little bit. So now I'm certain that dress that they were doing there isn't exactly to measure their distance. They're just doing it for show. Yeah, it doesn't seem like it's really a dress right dress. It doesn't seem like it's measuring the distance between them because there's even a couple of feet of distance. Decently spaced apart, they're evenly spaced apart. But yeah, initially that looked like was a dress right dress, but it looks like it's just part of their performance. Well, first of all, I mean, I like the dress uniform better. They're Marines because, well, I'm basing that simply off the blood stripe on the pants. But I'm assuming the Marines, right? 해병대, right? That's what I meant. Because the Marines, they wear the blood stripe on the pants. It's a really hard thing to do. Nice, nice. See, this I like much better when it's in sync, but it's that flow. And I see that a lot with like our honor guard, obviously the rock honor guard. Oh, nice. These moves are so much harder than like what the Japanese performance was. So I just love that like domino effect and stuff. Oh, the throw, nice. That's just so cool. Dang. Wow, styling. I love the tassels on the rifles too. It adds a little bit of a flair to it. So pretty cool. That's so hard to do. I actually did rifle training like this in an honor guard while I was in Civil Air Patrol, and whoa, badass. And then that I never was able to get the hang of the spinning of the rifle or anything like that as much as you practice. And we practiced with just a bit of wood, not an actual, because the rifles were really expensive. We had replicas of 1903s and M1 Grands. And they're extremely heavy and very, very difficult. I mean, they're really, really heavy and bulky. The wood, they're solid wood and steel. So to spin them around, especially with one hand like that and accurately, and incredibly difficult. 옛날에 고등학교 다닐 때. I was in what's called Civil Air Patrol. 진짜 군인 아닌데 그냥 조금 like Boy Scout 같아. 그때 I did color guard and honor guard, and so I had the rifle and I did just basic stuff. Present arms and shouldering the rifle and then marching. And then with the color guard, I was also the rifleman, so I was on the end. Two people in the middle held the flag. Either it was most likely the state flag and the American flag. And we did parades and yeah, just a few other ceremonies and things like promotions and that kind of stuff. Yes. So they have a good sense, well, of course, because they're practicing constantly. And while they're practicing, they can look and see, how far things are going and where they're at. So they get a really good sense of the distance that they have to throw and catch and do all that kind of stuff. It just becomes a second nature, just like anything else, so practice and practice and practice. There's a really, really cool one that our honor guard does where they sort of trade rifles, where they're standing in the lines next to each other like this, and then they swap rifles at the same time. So basically, this guy throws his rifle to me, I throw my rifle to him, and they do that in that sync where it goes down the line like that, and it's really, really cool looking. So yeah, that was probably my favorite move of the honor guard. Well, the Koreans were trying much more difficult maneuvers. I mean, there wasn't any movement involved, so that's one thing that I can say that the Japanese honor guard were doing. They were doing actual marching and rotating around. And the South Korean military obviously focused a lot on rifle skills and their throwing ability, and then that timing is just amazing. The ceremonial aspect of the military is so important because it's like the direct representation of what the military is, our honor, our prestige. That's why they need to be as commanding of their emotions as possible. They need to be it doesn't matter like the time of day or weather or any of that kind of stuff. They're doing their duty. And so they're a direct representation of what the military embodies. And that's why they're such an important aspect of the military for morale purposes, right? And then for ceremony, you need to have a dedicated group of people that help with ceremonies when it comes to promotions or ceremonies within a cemetery, like at Arlington, the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier. These are all handled by ceremonial soldiers. People are highly trained, dedicated to doing that particular job. So that's why it's super important. So I separated back in 2018. I was in the military for 10 years. Unfortunately, wasn't a part of the honor guard, but I do have a very close friend of mine who's now in the United States who was part of the honor guard. He was, I think it was like their first sergeant equivalent in the Army, because again, I was in the Air Force. He worked at the UNC building and he did all of their ceremonies. So promotion, he would bus his people out to different things, events and stuff, and they would practice. That's actually in the same building or nearby where I work at Humphreys. So if I ever learned how to do any of this stuff, I'd probably never forget, just like this. If you do it enough, right, and you just never forget it, and I think that's what that sort of represents there. You just, things just kind of turn off, and you let your body just naturally. It's like with exercise, right? If you practice the bench press, for years and years and years, and you got really good at it, even if you didn't do, a whole lot of weight, when you notice the difference between someone who tries something for the first time and someone who's done with experience, you'll see that a lot of the little muscles that they have inside their body, they can't control them and they shake a lot, or they'll slip or they could injure themselves and these kinds of things. So even something as simple as like a bench press, you can really see when somebody has experience, or even they haven't done it for a long time. They're going to be able to, like chopping wood is a really great example. Chopping wood is actually a lot more technical than people think. When you do it a lot, you chop down trees on a regular basis and stuff, you kind of never forget that thing. So after watching all of that, I get more of like a sense of pride. Being that I was in the military, I found the ceremonial aspect of it really drove a lot of pride out of me, a lot of fill up with pride. And so seeing that, gives me that sense of nostalgia, I guess, in a way. And it's cool that, it was filmed at Osan because that's where I was stationed. And so I remember those kinds of ceremonies and stuff. So yeah, I would say probably mostly nostalgia there. All right, so today we took a look at both the South Korean and the Japanese honor guard and compared them a little bit. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a like and don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye.